Robots, which was one of the build in this from Bible showing us how make a prime Isiah Thomas bad boy Pistons build. nba2k26 stop for those get started. So you want to make it a point guard. You want to go 6'1", and you want to go 180 on the weight. Keep a 6'4" wingspan, and for the attributes, you want to go with the 72 close shot, which is okay. You probably could argue that you could have it higher for this build, but I'm gonna keep at 72, and then we're gonna go 91 layup. So when we rim on, you can have that layup. So right there, it gives you floating on gold with layup mix matched on silver, and then for the drive and dunk, not worried about that, but we had attributes left over. So put that to 41. Your stand dunk, put that to a 27. Not worried about that. Your post control, put that to a 37. Or your shooting, which now is a mid-range shooter, so put that to an 87. Which will give you a Deadeye, set shot specialist, safety shooter, and mini marksman all in silver, which is not bad. And then he was not known as a three-point shooter. He's now known as Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, Kyrie Irving, anybody that's a three-point shooter. So leave that at 75. And then for the free throw, able to shoot free throws with this. He played record over with this. So put at 81. And for the playmaking, this is what he was known for. As he was one of the greatest, best passers and ball handlers of all time. So for the pass, I would put that to a 90. And that gives a break starter, diamond, and versatile visionary on gold with bronze bailout. And for the ball handle, we can put it to a 93. So we get ankle assassin, house for days, and unpluggable on gold. So if you want to use your plus twos for this and get any of these badges to legend, you definitely can. You definitely be lethal. And then for the spill ball, I put it to a 92. So you get that from 91, you get that Hall of Fame lightning launch, and you can use a plus one to get that to legend. And then for the defense, I put that to a 35 1 2, not worried about that. Perimeter, he was known to play perimeter defense, so put that to an 82. Which gives you challenger on silver, you get on ball menace and pick dodger on bronze with gold off ball pests. And then for the steal, put that to 17. I know he was much better against steals, as like one of the best to do it, but for this though, this is as close I got to like looking from like the 2K roster from when I make these builds. And that's probably why when they're like, why you put 73 still? That's why, because of the 2K roster from when I looked at his attributes. So that gives you interceptor on glove, as you see there. You're not worried about getting blocks, so put that to a 35. You're not worried about getting rebounds, so leave up to the big man. But we're going to put that to a 43 and a 26 offense board. And then for your physicals, we have 92 speed, so you're fast, and that gives you gold slippery off ball. For the agility, put that to an 88, which gives you slippery off ball on Hall of Fame. And then for the strength, not worried about having higher strength, we're going to have that 60 there, as you see, which gives you physical finisher and strong handle on bronze, which is not bad. And for the vertical, put that to a 73. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this build, and what I think of this is not a typical build. Just, yeah, like I said, you could argue that you could get the steel higher since he was more known. I think it still was like average about like 1.7 steals a game, something like that. But you can dribble very nice on this build. You're quick as heck. And you can shoot minis. That's the only thing you can't do is shoot three ball. But you can use like 5 cap loops on that if you want to, and get that from a 75 to an 80 if you want to. And you got a decent enough layup. So when you rim one, you'll be able to make that. So yeah, now for the rest. And as you see right there, we get Michael Adams, Tim Hardaway, and 91-92 Pistons, Isiah Thomas right there. And now for the name, it's called a mid-paint playmaker. So I kind of guess, but this build ain't super mid, but I guess. And now for the go-to badge, you get Lightning Launch, Slippery Off Ball on Hall of Fame with Gold Ankle Assassin. Your top attributes on A speed with ball, A ball handle, and A speed. And your strengths are moves leave defenders lost, W, rarely gets caught from behind, blazing speed with the ball, always finds a lane inside. And the weaknesses are not a dunking threat. That's why, because we didn't make this build to dunk. And then can't punish, drop coverage, whatever that means. So yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts on this build. And that's how I make this Isiah Thomas Pistons build, nba2k26. If y'all enjoyed, make sure to like button. So we push out to recommend it. Hit that subscribe button, to a noti bell, so I don't miss any more videos and streams I post. And super chest, I'll see y'all on the next one.